Welcome to the kingdom. I'm Chris, and this is Good Enough Gaming. Howdy folks, and welcome to the kingdom for this quick unboxing video about the new Gothic sector terrain from Gale Force 9. Any of you who have ever played Dawn of War will recognize this stuff immediately. I think it was back at Adepticon that Gale Force 9 first introduced they were going to be releasing a whole new set of pre-painted terrain based on the Space Marine terrain that's in Dawn of War. And when I saw that, I was super excited. I thought that was a big nostalgia factor. It was really fun playing the game, and now to be able to put that stuff on the table is pretty good too. So last night, I picked up these two boxes from Waterloo Games, the game store that I'm collaborating with for the channel. It's the one you guys always see at the beginning, the little spinning goblin in the Napoleonic outfit. So he's got plenty of more if you want to head down and pick up your own, but I thought I would go open these boxes and see what they look like inside. I've used a lot of Gale Force 9 terrain in my bat reps. You guys have seen a lot of the terrain on the tabletop. It's good stuff, it's solid. You don't have to build it, you don't have to paint it. So I'm curious how this stuff holds up. So let's crack them open and take a look inside. All right, let's see what's in this bad boy. It's kind of hard to do with one hand. All right, I already cut that part off, but I figure the rest we'll make it a real unboxing. This stuff's hard to come by now. I'm gonna have to keep it. What do we got? We got a couple pieces here. Let's get these out. Looks like that's it. All right. Big piece, little piece. I'm gonna have to cut those open because I can't do that with one hand. Be right back. All right, so here they are out of the shrink wrap. They are heavy, like, oh my goodness. But that's, I mean, look how thick that resin cast is. One piece, well, two piece, but that is super solid. It's what you'd come to expect. Anyone who has Gale Force 9 terrain knows that this is some solid stuff. They even got edge highlighting on it, which is impressive. Now, one thing that surprises me is they did green instead of red. Because in Dawn of War, you play the Blood Angels, and so the Fortress Monastery is red. All right, we got the two holes right there for that part. There it is. I got to zoom out quite a bit here. Let me get a model so that we can scale here. Okay, so there is a Space Marine or Primaris and a Redemptor, just to give you a matter of scale. So that's not bad. I mean, this thing isn't supposed to be life size. This thing isn't supposed to be life size. But I mean, look at that. Two pieces solid on the table, and you've got yourself your terrain. Let's take a look at the other one. All right, here's the other piece, or should I say pieces. Looks like we had a casualty here, folks. So the turret is not supposed to be in quite this many pieces. So it looks like this thing is supposed to go in there, which then rests like that, and then that attaches like that. So some destruction in shipping, which is unfortunate. The main base, I mean, that's a solid block here. You could throw that through a window. Not that I'm recommending that. But just like with the other one, it's kind of cool. They have edge highlighting on it. They got hazard stripes on it. You know, enough detail to make it look good, but it's a piece of terrain. It's not a show-off piece, so they don't need to put a lot of terrain. Got a couple of the satellite dishes here, and there's spots to see on the side there, that little circle right there. This thing fits right in. This thing fits right inside like that. But this was something kind of cool, is they include magnets so that doesn't happen. But it looks like they're giving me 2 larger, and then it looks like about 4 smaller to put here, so that this part and that will actually be magnetized, so you can more easily rotate, although you don't have to. And then the magnets for this to put inside there for that side, and then there's another one over here. So we got the two of that. So I think that's kind of snazzy, because that way you don't have to store it with all these bits and pieces sticking out and risk it breaking like that. So that's a bit of a bad. I don't like that. But otherwise, there's for your scale, there's your marine, there's your redemptor. The big chunky thing back there I think was $60. And then this one was $20, $25, something like that. All right, so I've had a chance now to fix the turret and to add in the magnets. So let's take a look at what this thing looks like now. We've got the magnets. This one I accidentally put it upside down, so I got to fix that. But it was pretty relatively easy to replace. The pieces fit very nicely. Still, I wish I didn't have to do that, but you know, it's being shipped. Stuff like that can happen. The magnets here, you had to get an X-Acto knife and trim it a bit. They weren't perfectly flush when you're working with resin like this, but once I got it in, I mean, it holds it nice on both sides. So it wasn't too difficult, but I did have to trim some of the space. So that one's really good. Overall, I like it. I like that they've added that very clean edge detailing, so it looks, you know, very futuristic, very sharp. The green and the yellow hazard stripe do look pretty good together, even though I would prefer red for the entire color scheme, but you know, that's okay. This big guy, like I said, he was clean right out of the box. I wonder if this was supposed to be painted as silver, because that's like a gas or a promethium canister or something like that. It just seems like it should be not green, but maybe it is. Very heavy. A little weird how you got this piece on this side, nothing over here, but it is supposed to be there. You turn it around, and I'm not seeing any parts where it's broken, so that is by design. Zoom out here. So, for those of you who have the budget for it, I think this would be a great addition to your table, especially if you have that nostalgia factor for those games, because those were a lot of fun. They kind of tapered downhill with 2 and 3, but Dawn of War, the first one, was a ton of fun. Dark Crusade, I thought, was even better. It was like mixing Risk with RTS strategy. It was fantastic. So if you have the budget for it, I think these are great additions to any tabletop, and they'll look fantastic. As far as blocking line of sight, they'll do it for... Let me scooch down here. So they'll block infantry. But as you saw, when I put the Redemptor there, he could see over that. So these won't be great line of sight blocking pieces for larger models, tanks, things like that. But I definitely plan on getting a few more of these, maybe 1 or 2 of the objective listening outposts here. And there's a whole line of other stuff here. Basically, if you could build the building in Dawn of War, they've made a piece for the terrain. So I'm hoping over time to acquire all of them. But again, thanks for watching. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Do you plan to get one? Not your thing? Let me know, and I'll see you on the next one.